Alright, YouTube. Looking kind of crazy because it was a hectic day. I'm at one of those hair faces in which it don't completely lay down. You got some of that spike up on the sides, unfortunately, in the middle part. That happens when you try and regrow it back out. Always get to a point if it gets too long, I get tired of it. I don't want to do the maintenance. I just gotta cut it all off. And then I'm like, yes, I want to regrow it all back out. So it's kind of crazy. But anyways, please bear with me. I was supposed to do a video beforehand. Unfortunately, something happened to the video. I can't salvage it, and it was my Borderlands 3 unboxing. I'm not going to pull out that big box. I'm not going to show it off. I had the Ghost Recon. I'm not going to unbox that. In fact, I'm not going to unbox nothing because I'm really not in the mood. There's just so much to do. What I'm saying? And I got quite a bit I want to do with this video, but anyways. A lot of things that's going on, which it's getting to that time. Everything wants to fall apart or wants to be replaced. Laptop's messing up, all because that new Windows update wouldn't update like it's supposed to. Everything's running slow. The videos will freeze up for no reason. Even watching at a low resolution. My cell phone messing up. I have the Note 3. It's been years, and I love it so much. I've had the iPhones before, but going to the Note 3 was a big improvement to me. And I eventually have to get the new one. I want to get the Note 9. Well, actually, it's not even going to be because they talking about the Note 10, but I might as well upgrade to the Note 9. It's a decent price. If the 8 still holds off with the I don't know what I have, a micro USB still. I don't even know what kind of USB, because all the notes they went through little phrases of micro card and send to a regular small card, and it's crazy. But anyways, I just don't want to invest in so much money in doing that. I still saving up for a car. I still haven't found my favorite car yet. I'm gonna eventually get that Honda Accord V6, either 2016 or 2017 model, because those were the last generations of the V6s, and to me they're better than the 2018, 19, whatever T models they put out. They sacrificed power and speed and horse. I mean, if you're going to replace it, at least make a V8 model. Anyways, that's what I want. I don't care if it's a coupe or a sedan. I just want what I want, what I like. And right now, that's what I'm liking. But what I do find is overpriced. I don't want to pay at that price. I'm hoping it goes down from what it is. I've been saving my money up for it. Mail system been kind of crazy. I've been getting upset because of it. I will show you the reason why. I don't know what I've shown what happened, because like I said, the last video just didn't do what I wanted it to do, and then I've had things laid out I haven't put up yet, so I have no idea, but bear with me. It shouldn't be that much anyway if I have showed it. And I got in this thing in the morning. I was supposed to do this earlier, but yeah. Today was the release of the Bloody Harvest for Borderlands 3 Halloween special, whatever. I really wanted to do some of that, today. And I thought I was going to get Call of Duty. And guess what? GameStop, like always, when you do the shipping, they want more money to get our release date, SPS. If you're paying a certain amount, you should get free shipping. This is why GameStop is not for the gamers. They don't understand the gamers. That's why they're doing so bad. So, I'm not getting it in time. Originally, they claimed Monday, but I really bitch and moan about it, so it's been upgraded. I'll be getting it on Saturday, but still, this whole day gone of leveling. But I really wanted to stream that. I'm going to start streaming that a bit, but besides that, let's get to some positivity, okay? The year's almost done. Some games have been pushed back. PS5 is still hopefully going to be for next year, holiday. I'm halfway got the money for it, because I've been buying most of my games on Amazon, so I've been getting like, what's it, 5% back store card. So I got half already built up. That's a positive. Okay, so even if it's $100 more, I got it. I'm hoping they release the Pro right next to it so I can get the Pro. This if they come out, because I don't want to 2 years later get a Pro, man. You know, but if it is, it is. I'm still excited. So let's get on with what you really wanted to see. That horror pack. I always look forward to the horror pack. October, did they go big or did they just did normally like they always do? Let's find out. The first one, we got Under the Bed from the producers of VHS and VHS 2. Those were pretty good, you know. It wasn't bad, you know, if you prefer like, you know, paranormal activity type, camera type, Blair Witch type movies, you know. So VHS is one bad. So we got Under the Bed. I don't think this is like one of those type of movies. This is the actual type of B horror movie or whatever you want to call it. Sorry for the glare. It's dark right now outside, so I got the lights is beaming down, you know. But movie I haven't seen, so it's good. And when they do the little questions, I knew this was what that one was. This the director's cut up. Spawn. I don't think I have Spawn in my collection. You know, that's crazy. I don't have that or the animation animated in my collection. So however, this is pretty good. It looked like it came with a slipcover. You know, I know that this gotta be so old it gotta be out of print, but you know, I'm pretty sure maybe it came with a slipcover when it first got released. But then again, well, it got a ton of features, so it probably did. I mean, like, I don't know if you can see it, but that gray bar in the middle, that's how much features was on it. The Horror Pack Limited Edition. Hexing. I don't know if you can see the cover. The cover looks interesting to me. I only got 3 different pictures on it. Let's see if I can get that glare out a little bit. So, looks. Well, if you've seen horror pack movies before, it's always interesting. It ranges from anywhere from decent to pretty good to okay, that was kind of great. So, I always look forward to these. So we have a double feature movie. Anything that's double featured, triple featured, whatever, is plus in my book. You know, I always feel like I get away with murder when I get those. But let's see, Sinister Cinema double feature. We have Tragedy Girls and m.e.a. Mastering the Art of Revenge. Definitely looks pretty interesting to me. I ain't seen neither of these, so blind movie watches ranges anywhere from yeah to okay to oh man. Lately I haven't seen much oh man's, you know, or ooh that's terrible, but can't go wrong with a horror pack really. So here's my honest ideas. I haven't opened none of these up unfortunately, so you had to see the glare packaging. They did pretty good once again, you know. Out of all these, I've only seen Spawn, so once again, because we got an extra movie, 4 movies I haven't seen, 1 I have. Spawn is pretty good though, you know. I mean, I ain't complaining about that. I'm really looking forward to the reboot and the reboot of the animation that they're doing. I don't know if it's a series. I really haven't been keeping track of it, but Tom McFarlane trying to bring it back, okay? And like I said, he does great artwork, great figurines. I've always been impressed by Todd McFarlane, so kudos right there. Did they go big? No, it's just like another month, you know. They could have done. It's October. I mean, you could have done better than that, you know. I'm not complaining that much, but it's October. Like I said last month, I was expecting big, you know. I was expecting a steelbook. I was expecting a horror, not a horror, but a Scream Factory movie. In fact, I was expecting maybe a big, huge movie or something, you know, put out, but I'm okay. I'm okay. It's not bad. I wish they did go big, but still, 4 movies I haven't seen is okay and great in my book. Let's do the movies before we get into the games, okay? I saw a great price for E.T. when Amazon put it out, but then I found out they came out with a better version, you know, the 35th anniversary limited edition. And I just loved how the cover was. It's one of those hologram, I don't know how to pronounce it, lithium covers, or I'm pretty sure I said it wrong, but I love those covers. You just move left or right and it changes. I love that, you know, and I didn't find this on the first day. In fact, it took me 3 days before somebody posted one up at a good price, because I don't want to spend like certain collector's editions, limited editions, anniversaries, or whatever goes for a high price sometimes, especially when it comes with everything, you know. This guy came with everything. It was a decent price. I say decent because I still didn't get it at the price I wanted, like of 15 or below. You know, I got it for 20. I said it took me 3 days to find somebody to put it at 20. It got the O card, or some people call it J cards. I don't know. Well, you know, CDs you call J card, but to me it's whatever. It got the Blu-ray soundtrack. It's not the full soundtrack, but you know, it's still a soundtrack. And a nice little booklet. What did I think about the booklet? Because I showed you before one of these booklets, and it was straight trash. It wasn't what I was expecting, especially for a big title. But if you look, this is the type of booklets I love. They got so much info, behind the scenes, pictures. This is the stuff I like. I love booklets like this. I like the Goonies anniversary they had. I love these type of books. Scooby-Doo one I showed you. I'm not going to put it out, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. The booklet for this was so disappointing. How much they wanted for this, and you know, I got it for a deal anyway. You know, one day I had lowered, and then I had like some credit to use on it, and still wasn't worth the price. This is decent. There's no big Funko, just a small keychain. But the booklet was so disappointing. They could have done better. They could have so much behind the scenes, infos, descriptions. And it was such a letdown. It's funny because the Batman Beyond and the other Batman, you know, some of the real box sets they put out was so nicely done. That was a disappointment. It was great. I mean, decent. Not great, but decent. Good enough. I still think there's missing episodes in it, but it was still decent enough for me to buy it. You know, for what I had, but I would have waited other wise, you know, so let's get back on track. We have the Omen Deluxe Edition. I had to get this, and I didn't expect it to have the Omen remake on it, but it did. I don't like the boy that casted for it. He looked like he could have been the boy for a Child's Play remake, but he don't look like an Omen character. I don't know how he plays, though. I haven't seen it, but we're going to see how the acting goes, okay? We have the original. It's plus, because they did the transfer and all that. Did they even do the transfer? Unfortunately, for the others, they didn't do a new transfer for some odd reason, you know. But got the second one, which was still pretty good as the first. Third one was kind of upish and downish. It still has some good kills in it. And the fourth one, I don't know how people will feel about it. You know, it's always like when you get rid of that one character and start brand new or reboot it, or you know, try something afterwards. You got that one movie that's just not like the others. Some people like it, but to me, it's just a eh. Still, for what they wanted for the deluxe, I'm happy with it. I came with the poster. Can't really complain too much about that. Screen Factory does pretty good still, you know. They haven't had a mess up for a while because they had to send out, you know, replacement discs and prior moves by accident, or something had gone wrong, but they've improved a lot recently. You know, some people haven't forgotten them. I mean, forgave them, but they've been on it, you know. The Fly collection is about to come out. I definitely got that pre-order for that. Looking forward to it. Both Atom families with slip covers. I love how they did the slip covers for this. Finally, first time ever. Values. this is my favorite type of Addams Family, you know. Then the black and white, then the 30s. I'm not a big fan of the 30s. I wish they did another movie. He could have brought back, you know, Christina as, you know, replacing her mom, you know, new generation maybe, but I'm not a fan of the 30s movies. I mean, the 30s strip, and then, you know, just not a fan of it. Some people like that, but I wish they went with one of these movies again. Got Jigsaw. This was at a good price. Came with a slipcover. I still want on eBay. I always try to look on eBay, even if it's at a good deal on Amazon. So, you know, because eBay can have it a little cheaper. A lot of times they got the slipcovers. All the person does is buy it and take out the little, what you want to call it, code for, you know, digital copies. I don't care about the digital copies, you know, it just sits there anyway. Sometimes I give them away anyways, but the slipcover with the movie, everything is brand new, just missing this, you know, code, that's fine with me. At a cheaper price than what it is, and when it's going for Amazon, deal. I'll buy it, and that's what I did. I got it off eBay instead. Which is a classic. Most people don't know about it, and saying what they do remember, they put down for some reason. But this is a great movie. It's definitely one of those movies that's cult following, and people who do know the movie about me, we always rave about it, you know, and give it a chance, watch it. Pretty sure you might like it a little bit at least, you know. If you like Hocus Pocus and you think that's like big with you, this is our generation's version right here. My Samurai, and this is one of those little cutout covers they had, you know, to bring back the old rentals where they cut the cover to fit into the cases. It's not bad. It's a slip cover, that's how it went. They tried new because, you know, companies have been biting from MVD, how they doing those little throwback covers. This is a plus to me. They got two more movies that they kind of slowed down a little bit, but now they're picking back up again next year, you know. Definitely picking those up. The Blob. Yes, you know, I had to get this. Even so, I got Twilight Time version. Twilight Time has fallen off. They're buying or putting out movies we don't care about no more, you know, and maybe one or two that we do. Like, I cared about Baby Boom. I haven't never seen it on Blu-ray, so I picked it up. They had the Jackie Chan movie I had to pick up. I think it was a double feature on top of it. Actually, it might have been one movie, but I had to pick that up when they dropped it. But everything else, I just didn't care for. And like always, when licensing run out, Scream or Arrow be picking it up. And lately, I've been most of their movies are getting scooped up. I mean, Criterion just wait it out. I mean, I spent $30 or whatever for overpriced Twilight Time, you know. And here we got the Blob, and here we got vampires. Yeah. Cat order. Here's something I thought, you know, season two was going to come out. I waited, and unfortunately, it wasn't. It's next year they're showing season two. It's The Haunting of Hill House, and I had to get the extended director's cut. This was so good last year. I mean, this one of those movies everybody had to watch, try to figure out where all the little ghosts were hidden in the movie. It's a series, you know, but I had a $5 credit. I knocked. I mean, it went down good in price, you know, so it was good to get at the price it did, $20. I could have waited it out, but had to get it up day one because I love this so much. Scooped it up. I recommend it. Here's something I got from Amazon. I couldn't find a cheaper copy on eBay, unfortunately. And let's Get Out, and it came without the slipcover. Now, of course, Amazon, if the movie's been out after like 3 months, you're most likely not going to get a slipcover. So I got to go off eBay and hopefully find a cheap slipcover. And that's something I'm getting addicted to, is slipcovers. You know, it came with, or if I can find out. But I don't want to be one of those that find a way over out of print one and then try to pay for it. I'm not paying no expensive, overpriced slipcover. You know, kind of like that Willow unfortunately, they re-put out Willow again, and it didn't have a slipcover. So Willow on Blu-ray with slipcover is going buku still. That's it with movies. Let's see what we got with games. Pretty sure I showed this off. It's still out, The Surge 2. And this has, once again, one of those holographic covers. You know, unfortunately, they didn't put it out in the front. It's in the inside. I really didn't like how they did that. When you have the game inside and it pushes forward, it's decent enough. But when you take the game out, it's just in the back. I don't like that. This AI, and that's the Somnium Files, Day 1 edition. And there's a real edition right here. It's decent enough. You know, I'm not going to do no unboxings, but it is decent enough for what the price they wanted. I actually played this. It's not a bad game. You can actually play this within like maybe a week and a half. If you're constantly a gamer, you probably do it way quicker. You know, maybe like 5 days, whatever. But it's nice if you like one of those point-and-click games. You know, and they talk a lot. You know, it's more of a story game than, you know, actually playable. You know, but like you click on things and stuff, discovers. You know, it's more hugely on story focused. I like those type of games, but I'm missing one trophy. There's the diary, a dream diary or whatever you want to call it, Apex, and I'm missing like 3 of those because there's an A and a B for each sanctum you go into. And I'm not getting the A's because you got beat them with at least some time left. I'm gonna play it eventually. Right now I'm on Borderlands because I've been anticipating Call of Duty, and I'm gonna be a day late on that. Alliance Alive, HD remastered. I also have the original, you know, I think it was on Vita. Scoop that up. And this always does good with their boxing. Sometimes they may be off, but most of the time they're pretty good with what they put in. This always like a soundtrack and an art book can be a basic to a pretty good art book. Sometimes they may have a little extra plush or whatever that comes with it, you know. Here's the Ghost Recon. And this Breakpoint, and from what I've seen on it, it looks pretty good. Most people I know who give games chances said it's fun, is pretty decent. Ubisoft has apologized. They said the game came out not the way they thought it was. To me, if you have something and you're not happy with it, don't put it out. I don't care if you spend so much money with it or whatever. If you're unsure, most people don't like it, your game testers don't like it, don't put it out. So basically it's decent, but it could have been better. I've seen some bad reviews, but still it's decent enough, you know. Oh, this was on an ET, so I do apologize. I did scoop up Pet Cemetery with the slipcover. It was at a real good price. Much cheaper than Amazon had it for like 15 or whatever. I went off eBay, got it even cheaper for like 11 or 10. Sometimes that be sticking on the bottom, I can't tell, or what I put on top. Crystal, I'm pretty sure I showed this because I think I put the box up of it, and it's day 1. In fact, I don't think it came with a box. It just came with like some stuff inside. Let me see. And this is how I hate sometimes when games come and it's not put in place like it's supposed to. It got a concept art book inside, you know, as a manual. I'm not going to show that off. Catherine, I'm pretty sure I've got the box put up for it already, but it's still out. I prefer, they had an artwork of the variant. I prefer the variant artwork than what they went with. Borderlands 3, just like Ghost Recon, I've already put those collector's editions up. I'm not going to put them out. Borderlands 3 was heavy. You really don't have to open it up and show it off, okay? A lot of it is closed off. It's the board game. All you need is this to show off, okay? I played it for like 2 days. I'm loving it. I've been playing the Blood Harvest already. Borderlands have always been good on their holiday festivities they put in games, so I'm glad they didn't go like the prequel, which was the not so good. It was decent, but not so good compared to part 1 and 2, that is. So part 3 is up there too, just with the other games. I'm loving it. Got Root Letter. This is the other game. It's not like the one before, you know. This is another version, Day 1 edition. I think I showed this off before. It came a little crease. I don't know what's going on. Amazon is starting to put their limited editions, collector's editions inside envelopes instead of boxes, and they're coming bent and creased and a little crushed at times. As a collector, that hurts. We got Control. I didn't know there was a steelbook version. I was going to hold off to that game with like $19 or less until I found out there's a deluxe edition. So I had to scoop this off from Best Buy because I really didn't see no other place that had the steelbook. So I had to get it for like $40. You know, it's decent, but I wish I got it for $20. I got this game. I think this is the second one I have just because I think that came out on Vita before, or you know, I've had these games before, you know. So this is like a Zan, this version right here. And they got the fall one that's about to come out. I've also got that pre-ordered. And like I said, here's another NIST type, you know, instead of having it up, like a cover on the side. I'm really loving the box art for it. Like I said, NIST most of the time they do great with what they put out. Trials of Cold Steel 3. Yes, they are on 4, and that's for some reason putting it out for over here. They're taking their sweet time, but I'm hoping it's worth it. You know, they put the extra time for us. So this is the third one. They do have a fourth one. I have no idea when this is going to put it out for us, but I'll have it. I've got all 3 now. So, and I've also got the PlayStation 3 versions. Excuse me. Came with a nice steel book. Got the name on the side. That's how I prefer it. I don't like where there's no name and it opens up right here with a crease. I hate this. Here's the thing I didn't like. They should have at least a slip cover. This like no real design. This is a box. I hate this. I hate how it looks. It opens up from the middle, kind of like on the Destiny. What's that Ubisoft game that's like Mankind? I can't think what it's called right now, and I'm gonna remember later on. But you know what I'm talking about. That opens up in the middle as well. I freaking hate this. This is horrible. Like I said, most of the time this be on their artwork and boxes they be sending, and this is one I do not enjoy. In fact, Namco does better with their Tales of games that come like almost like this. It's a lot better. I'm not a fan of this. I hate it. But the game is good. Just not a box what they went with. And here's the 2 things I did not like about recently. Okay, let me cover this up. This is how Amazon sent me the game. They slapped the labels on the game. They're not. In fact, this is kind of illegal almost. Okay, I'm pretty sure it is illegal, but you're not supposed to put labels on the item and send it out where people can't figure out what the game is. You see, it's the game. It didn't come in no box, no envelope. I had to get a hold of Amazon about this. They had to apologize. They said almost most of the time it don't get shipped like this. You know, it was an error in the warehouse, whatever. And yes, it came with the plastic almost fell off, so the label wouldn't have been on it. It would have been lost in the system. In fact, The mailman didn't, the UPS man didn't even ring the doorbell. He just put it on the side of the door. So I'm glad I'm in a peaceful neighborhood, because if I was in one of the other neighborhoods I used to live in, this would have been gone. Especially, you know, they can see what it is. It's not a box. And basically, it's WWE 2K20. The side is crushed. It's crushed here. It's pushed inwards. On the side, it's crushed. Oh, man. The edges are worn out. You see it's open right here. It's worn out on the edges. Amazon wanted to replace it. I was like, okay, cool. That's fine with me. Please send me a box, because you didn't get to send me a box. They gave me an $8 credit so I could buy a box from them. But here's the thing I had to reject. To get a replacement, it would have took 2 months to get here. She even showed me, it said November 20th. Well, actually, that's really like 1 month, but she said anywhere from a month to 2 months, and to me, that's like almost 2 months. I don't want to wait that long, okay? I told her, no, I'm going to keep it. As a collector, this is sad. I've got most of the WWE editions. I've been on it. I'm missing only 2. That's the Undertaker edition and the Stone Cold edition. The first Stone Cold edition, not the just the game with the, you know, the extras in it. With a nice box of Stone Cold edition. This hurts. What even hurts mostly is this is a very flawed game. I've seen friends played it. As like I said, I haven't opened it because I thought I was going to trade it in, but I did get the $8. They let me keep the $8, you know, as a credit, as a we apologize. It won't happen again, and which you just get this, but I'm pretty sure they're going to still put stuff in envelopes. They shouldn't. So I was really ticked off about that. But the errors in the graphic downgrade from last year's is horrible. Why would they do that? This is the last time they're going with is it Havoc? Didn't they have something else beforehand? There was something before, but this is the last time they're going with. Was this the first time? So either this year or last year was the last time they went with it, and whoever, whatever it is, Havoc, you did horribly with this. Even if you patch the graphic downgrade from last year, it just really kills it off. And today, like I got hit with a whammy. Okay, that was yesterday, and today I got this off eBay, and they put it in an envelope. I hate, like I said, like Amazon, I hate when they put limited editions, deluxe editions, collected editions in envelopes, because when you get it from the postal or UPS, most likely there's gonna be stuff on it. It can't crush. So in the middle is pushed in, the top is a little bit crushed, it got a crease. The edge definitely got creased. You know, if I put a little pressure on it, you can see I'm not really putting much on it, but it's creased right there from the top down. And you can see it much because I still got the plastic because I thought I was going to turn it in. But I mean, I paid like less than 20 for it, so lady gave me a deal. She said she'll pay a little bit more than half refunded if you want to keep it, or a full refund. I said, you know what? I don't want to really deal with it. Just give me the refund, you know. I can always give it to somebody else whenever I get a new copy. You know, I'm not really caring too much for these Lego games. You know, if it's not day one, eventually they go down for really, really low prices. So this is one. That's Superheroes 2. I'm not gonna complain too much. Because like I said, that's ways to tick me off. And now for the nice thing that y'all been waiting for. It's already past 30 minutes. Thank you for keeping watching, but this was at a great price. Usually this thing goes for $60 to $100. I saw it. One owner takes care of his stuff. He got it taped good, so I gotta break the bubble. Okay, just pull that from here. Like I said, it's not gem mint, but I mean, like, look at it. this is great condition. One owner who takes care of his stuff. There's a little wear, you know, on the sides, you know, but not the big wears, you know. And the only thing that's, and he said, was this little pushed inwards right here on the edge. Oh no, you can see that. I get it right. Maybe there. It's a little pushed in, but it's not bad. Everything else is great. So like I said, little wears on the sides, you know. But he said he takes care of stuff, pictures, this proved it. And that's Growl Lancer, Heritage of War limited edition. I believe that's another game in this series, also for the PlayStation 2. But this one, it was $30. Like I said, and it usually goes for 60 to 100 from what I've seen at times. But when I saw $30 and it was just put up, I mean, as soon as it got put up, it said 5 viewers. I pressed pay right on the spot. I ain't trying to bargain with it. I went ahead and paid it to $30. It has everything. And I'm real happy to have it, okay? Getting PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1 limited edition sucks. It's at a good price, that is. These games go for hundreds, okay? Especially RPGs, JRPGs. Oh my god, it can be a pain in the butt to get. He sent it in bubble wrapping that's supreme. I loved. This is someone who has value with his stuff, and he knows what it's worth. You know, even if it ain't worth much, he knows what collecting is worth. I'm happy to have it. I did see a Persona for a good price, but somebody instantly bought it before I could hit the pay for button. Almost had it. I'm still hoping to get that first Persona because I got a second one for a great price. Hoping to get the first one for a great price. Because like I knew they were going to do, and then people still saying that PlayStation 5 is going to be fully backwards with all PlayStation generations, and that it's going to be native. What it reads is going to act like the system itself. It goes into PlayStation 2 game. It's going to turn to PlayStation 2. So it's not going to be like no emulator backwards, whatever, kind of like how Xbox did with theirs. You put it in and then you got to download, from a stream and then play it that way. This is going to be native. You're going to play it as soon as you put it in. It's going to read off like it's the actual system. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope so. This will make me go back. Now, I've been meaning to play these games. I got PlayStation 3 system out, which I've never hooked up for like about 6 months now, and I was like, oh, I'm still going to get back in these Assassin's Creed games and these other games. I'm going to do this, and then I'm like, well, I got the PS4 hooked up. Once I finish one game, I got this backlog of PS4 games. I got a huge PS3 collection still to get through. And this is what's going to make me play it, Yes, I got another year to come out, but like I said, I got 4K movies on deck. I got games right now. I don't have much of a PS2 PS1 collection, but my PS3, my PS4 collection, yeah. You can see there's the other cat right there in the side, and by the doorway, Tuxie right there. So thank you for watching this long. Like I said, it's gonna be huge. There's gonna be still another video, maybe like going November 1st or 2nd, depending on whenever I get these other stuff. If there's anything else I haven't showed off, I'll put it up there. I have some new shirts. You can see just the saw. I believe this is with Fright Rags. I really like how this is. The puzzle pieces, the saw, jigsaw, man. It's not bad, so I scooped it up. I got 3 other shirts I need to show off. So, y'all take care.